sacrifices you have made in your life? So well, I do not believe so. A very good evening to all my fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I am Toastmaster Kritika Malani delivering my first Icebreaker speech. I was born in a small village of Rajasthan called Napasar. My parents are not very well educated, but they had huge dreams to educate all of us. My father, who stood first in his matriculation, had to leave his studies and go to Ahmedabad and then to Kolkata to find some work at the age of 16 in order to take his family out of the acute financial crunch. But the little brave boy did very well and soon started his business. My mother, the brave lady, would handle all the household works at our village in Napasar when my father would work at Kolkata for his business. I was a very small kid when we shifted to Kolkata from Marwadi medium to Angrezi medium, and there was no Hindi medium in between. With the curiosity to learn, we 5 siblings, me being the youngest, toddled down to the city of joy. There was a time when, to know the spelling of taxi, we siblings sat on a window and were waiting for a taxi to pass by to note down the spelling. Time came when my eldest sister wished to pursue post-graduation, and people would tell my father, "Chhora ne ito padhai, kahin karo, chhora ne padhao," which means, what would you do by spending so much on your daughter's education? Instead, invest in your son's education. And my father would ask one single question, whether his daughters have fallen from the sky, that he would not educate them. We were very average on finances. My father would work hard every day. Maybe my parents would not buy a new cell phone, a new dress for themselves. But my mother would do all the household works herself just to save few pennies for us. My father would carry his heavy suitcase and run from one client to the other at the busy roads of Bada Bazaar just for us. And with their efforts, from not knowing the spelling of taxi, we started getting AA grades in English, mathematics and whatnot. No matter what, they managed everything, and their first priority was our studies. My mother would wake up at 4 to cook a breakfast for us, wash clothes, and serve us with everything we needed during our exams, during our studies, and whatever. My father would work a bit harder to get us into our dream colleges, be it Xavier's, be it NIT, and what more. I didn't even give a second thought in telling my father that I wish to become a chartered accountant. And the day I told, it really became the dream of the whole family. The whole family gave the exams, and the day my results were announced and I became chartered accountant, I cried tremendously. No, not out of happiness, but with the regret, because I didn't get my dream marks. I cleared CA, but it was not the one I liked. I saw my mark sheet once and didn't see it again because that was not which I loved. But the only thing that made me stop crying that day was the bright smile on my parents' faces, and they telling everyone proudly that their daughter has become a chartered accountant. I am still not out of the regret of not getting my dream marks. But the only thing which makes me believe and which makes me happy is that without their efforts, without me aiming for a rank, without my mentors forcing me to aim that, and I would not even have passed the exams. And that makes me believe that it's just the starting. Our parents' sacrifices and their efforts have made all 5 of the siblings stand out as a postgraduate, as a company secretary, engineer, actuary, and chartered accountant. Yes, that's the diversity our parents have given us. And that is the reason today I believe that it's not just our hard work, it's not just our sacrifices which we boast about, but it's about our parents' sacrifices, which we generally take for granted when we excel in our careers.